Morning. Quick video sort of thing. I had a really nice Spanish guy came into the shop yesterday, and he bought some cigarettes with him. He comes all the way over just to watch the local football team, and he comes in, treats his son to a pipe every time. And first time I ever met him, I used to do a different shift on a Friday, so on a Saturday, so I've never seen him when he comes in. So he bought us in a selection of Karelia, a very big Greek manufacturer of cigarettes. There was another one, but my colleague had that packet. They were kind of a little bit smaller. I think they were Karelias. They came in a white pack. I'm just going to have a look at the image of them. But no, I mean, also while I'm here, I also want to put a big thank out to Captain Quintero again for the video we made. He did a kind of a comparison with the Quintero Panatella. He had a 95 and I had a 99, so big thanks for that. But yeah, the other cigarettes are called Karelia. Don't know if you can see it there. I'll put a picture up individually in a moment. I've only got one of those, so I'll be saving that one for later. I've had the Karelias Excellence Virginia before, but I've never had their superior Virginia filter. So obviously health warnings, but look, I can't read Greek, so it means nothing to me. Looking at the strength on the back, it's 10 mg of tar, 0.9 mg of nicotine, and 9 mg of carbon monoxide. Very, very small cigarette. Remind me of a standard classic size cigarette, really. So it's like an embassy filter, Regal filter sort of sized. Out of the packet, they smell quite sweet. Very nice, nicely presented. Have a sweet, fruity smell to them. But yeah, I'm going to give these ones a try, and I've got a few other little things I want to talk about as well. Christian Co. Very smooth to start off with. Kind of has almost a savoury sort of flavour to it. Not a very clean cigarette. Quite enjoyable though. Doesn't really taste like a tobacco combination. It tastes more flavourings than what I can tobacco. But while I'm going to keep smoking that, I sent an interesting message by a Hampshire Pipe, otherwise known as Morris. He's asked me to try and put together an educational video about tobaccos. Apparently Bent Billiard did a series of videos a while ago where he tried to explain the different styles of tobacco. Now, I am going to attempt to do a video along these lines. In the shop, carry a range of plain Virginia tobaccos. I've got some Kentuckys, I do Perique, I do Latakia, I do Turkish, I've got Cavendishers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the phone on Monday when I'm back in work and have a chat with Rob up at Gareth and Hogarth. I'm going to see if he can provide me with a few more things, because I do an American Black Cavendish, but I do have kind of like Black Triple X Plug, which in essence is a twist tobacco, but then processed in the same way as Cavendish. So there's a big difference between the two, even though in essence they're both Cavendishers. I might try and get some Robert McConnell's stuff over. As far as I know, I can get some of his Cypriot Latakia, so I can attempt to review a Cypriot Latakia over the top of an Oriental Latakia. But no, Morris, I'm gonna have a go at coming out with a little bit of something here. But he's come up with quite a few suggestions in these blends. I mean, he wants me to talk about English blends and Balkan blends. I have a thing against the term English blends. From what I gather, an English blend is non-aromatic. But to me, an English blend is a Lakeland. It's something made up in the Lake District. But I'll attempt to talk about the different mixtures involving Latakia, because you've got Scottish mixtures which use Cavendish. It could be quite interesting. I need to do a little bit more research on this myself. I get a little bit confused sometimes. What I refer to as a Balkan mixture, other people come back and call Stout English mixture. So I'm going to come back to that one, Morris. Thank you very much for getting me started with this. I'm going to start doing my research on this one now. But no, thank you very much for the suggestion, and again, thank you very much, Captain Quintero, for the review. It's not a bad cigarette. It is quite light. It doesn't have that horrible, harsh tickle in the back of your throat that you get from, well, I get from most cigarettes, to be honest. I moved on to roll-ups from cigarettes about 12-13 years ago, and now most cigarettes just taste like dry straw with added flavourings. But no, this isn't too bad. Again, it's quite sweet. Still got kind of a sweets to start off with, and then the finishes kind of savoury. I struggle to review cigarettes, to be honest. There's no real change in flavour. They just taste like cigarettes. But no, these are quite nice. I'm here supping it with my cup of Whittard's Russian Caravan Blend, one of my favourite teas that Whittard's produce. 18-month mature Assams and Union tobaccos. They're very nice, strong malty tea. But no, these aren't a bad cigarette. If you're ever on holiday, you're in Greece, you've got a friend who enjoys smoking, treat them to a packet of the Karelias. In the UK, we get the Karelias Slims. They were kind of one of the first Slims that got released over here. The market's now getting flooded with them. There's rumours there's going to be Richmond Super King Slims coming out at some point. I'm taking Slims all the way from the luxury end of the market all the way down into your budget price mark. Like, well, it's not really budget anymore. It's low to mid-range pricing. But no, they're not a bad little cigarette. But no, give them a try if you're ever there. But right, I might be back later. The boss was throwing us a barbecue at his house. Originally I was going to have my big Ashton VSG, but looking at the weather forecast today, I don't want to get caught out in the rain when I've still got sort of 6.5 inches worth of cigar left to smoke and ruining it. So I might smoke that later on this evening, depending on how much I drink today. And considering the fact that my boss predominantly deals with the wine side of the business, I've got this sneaking suspicion there's going to be a lot of wine flowing. So right, I might be back later, and again, big thanks for Captain Quintero. Check out his video channel, he's got a funny dog. Okay, I'll be back later, goodbye.